Boom, and we're live. What is going on YouTube? It's me, Andrew here. Welcome to this video. Well, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install Ubuntu or any version of Linux inside of Windows 10 to be specific. We're going to be using this, in this example, we're going to be using Ubuntu 15.10. So to get this, to get it first started, you have to go to this website right here, ubuntu.com. So when you get to ubuntu.com, you're going to see this page right here. Click on get 15.10 or whatever version is available at the time. Click on Ubuntu desktop. And right here, you can get the long-term version, long-term support version, or you can get the 15.10 version. And that's what I'm going to be using. That's the latest version, right? Soon, another version is going to come out. Maybe I don't know, 15.04. I don't know. This another version is going to come out, and then 15.10 won't be the latest anymore. But 15.10 is the latest right now. So you want to click on 64-bit or whatever architecture you have. If you have less than 2 gigs of RAM, you want to select 32-bit. If you have more than 2 gigs of RAM and you have a 64-bit processor, click on 64-bit and then click download. It's going to take you to this page right here. You want to click on, you can donate if you want, right, with PayPal, $16, or you can just click no, take me to download, and then you can download the image. Once you have the image downloaded, it should look like this, assuming you have Windows 10 installed. Right here, it should look like this: AMD 15.10 desktop, AMD 64. Now I have an AMD CPU, and for this install, to install Linux inside of Windows 10, you're going to need a virtualization software or hypervisor, either VirtualBox or VMware Workstation, depends on which one you have, and however you get it. That's up to you and your ethics. But I have VMware Workstation. I'm not gonna take us how I got it, but I have VMware Workstation, and you can use VirtualBox if you want. That's free. That's by Oracle. So yeah, you can use VirtualBox and actually install it. But I'm going to be showing you guys an example with VMware. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my VMware Workstation. VMware Workstation. Okay, so it's opening up right now. And there we go. So once you get here, you want to click on Create New Virtual Machine. Right? Because we're gonna be creating a virtualization, right? Let me just remind me later. Yeah, I'm gonna go and click on typical, right? Because we're not gonna be doing anything. So right here, it's install from disk or install from ISO. Click on check, make sure this is checked, and then click browse, right? And then you can go to wherever you save the image. Mine is on my desktop under setup, right? 15.10. And then click next and say Ubuntu 15.64-bit 15.10 detected. This operating system will be easy to install. Okay, add your name, right? Your username, sign the gray. Password, I'm gonna put my password in. And click next. Alright, the username can be capitals. I forget. Say the great. The username on Linux can be capital. It has to be all common case letters or lowercase letters. Click next, and you can name the virtual machine anything you want. So we're going to be using this virtual machine to learn as a Linux box. So let's call it Ubuntu box 15.10. You can name it whatever you want, right? And I'm gonna save it under the default place, and you can migrate it later on if you want to. Click the next, and you can set the maximum file size. I'm gonna make mine 40 gigs, right? 40 gigs, and I'm gonna split into multiple files so that we can migrate it later on, right? Click OK. Customize hardware. Right, we're gonna select 2 gigs of RAM. So I have 8 gigs of RAM in my system. Right, the thing is that with a virtual machine, you share your whole system resources with the virtual machine, right? So you pretty much run the operating system as if you installed it, but within Windows. So right now, I'm gonna be using 2 gigs of RAM out of my 8 gigs. So my host will be using the rest. Right, the other 6 gigs. All right, the other 6 gigs will be used by my host, and then 2 gigs will be used by my guest operating system, which is the virtual machine. Alright, so I'm gonna be using 2 cores out of that, right? And I'm gonna be click on virtualize, right? Enable AMD VT or AMD V, and then virtualize CPU performance counters, right? And then preferred mode, automatic, right? Depends on what you have. If you have AMD or Intel, whatever you have, just leave it on automatic. Network type, leave that default. USB 2.0 selected. Sound card selected. Printer display. You want to accelerate 3D graphics, and you want to use the host settings monitor, right? And then just leave everything like this enabled. Right now I have 2 gigs of video buffer, so I'm gonna leave 1 gig for my my guest operating system, right? So I'm gonna use that because we're not really gonna be using anything, and then power this virtual machine on after creation. So it's gonna run, and I'm gonna make this full screen. Click do not show this message again. Click OK, and click don't show this message again. Click OK, and make this full screen. And this is just going to be the steps on how to install Linux inside of Windows 10. So it's installing right now. Let me make this full screen. And when we're done, we're gonna have to install the guest editions or the guest software. So if you wanna, right now you can't move your mouse. You can move your mouse around, but when you click on the screen, right, and the mouse gets stuck, right, and the mouse gets stuck in here, you can freely move it around, but sometimes the mouse does get locked in, and you have to press Control Alt to release it. Alright, so it's installing, and let it do its thing. It's copying files. Let me just open that the terminal so you guys can see what's going on. It's copying files. When it comes to installing the language packs, I'm gonna actually skip over that and show you guys that it's actually working. So I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna come back when it's done. Okay. Okay, now it's installing the system. So this installation is gonna take a little bit. So I'm just gonna show you guys that it's installing, and I'm not sure how long this will take, but the whole process will take around 15 minutes if you have an SSD and you're doing it pretty quick. Right now I have elapsed how many minutes in the video. Let me just pause the video. I'm gonna come back when it's done installing the system. Okay. Okay, so I skipped a certain part of it. I'm gonna skip the language packs, and yeah, because you can skip when it says skip, you can skip ahead, go ahead and skip it. But my best bet is to let it run its updates and let it install the language packs. So just let it do its thing. It's almost done anyways. Yeah, so from the time you actually install the you download the operating system from Ubuntu.com, and you install VMware, and you install you set up the virtual machine, and you install the whole operating system, and the guest editions will probably take you, like, let's say 30 to 35, 40 minutes for everything in total. It depends on how fast your internet is and how much patience you have, right? But it's not that long. It doesn't take that long. Okay, so the whole reason why I'm actually doing this is because I'm at Seneca College. I'm taking computer systems technology, and yeah, so I'm learning Linux, right? And I've been using Linux for a while now, but I haven't really gotten into the nitty gritty of it. So I'm learning how to use like how to use a terminal command line and actually get stuff done through command line, how to send mail, how to do administration, how to do a whole bunch of other stuff through terminal command line, right? So as I learn, I'm gonna be making videos for you guys as a sort of like a tool to teach you guys. For me, the way I learn is that let me just log in. So once it's done, it's gonna restart. Log in with your password and wait for it. So it's gonna scale properly, or I'm gonna have to get the guest edition, and I think I'm gonna have to download the guest edition. So install VMware tools. hold on. Once it's in here, you go here, and you're supposed to click on install VMware tools, but for some reason it's not letting me. Let me try to see if I can change the resolution. See if that works automatically. Displays resolution. Oh, it should work. Yeah, it works. 1920 by 1080. 16 by 9. Let's see. Apply. There we go. Keep this configuration. Okay. Change desktop background. Oops. 1920 by 1080. Yeah, let me just go ahead and actually, you know what, you don't have to install the guest edition. I'm pretty sure it installs automatically along with it. So all you have to do now is just set it to your monitor size, and everything should work fine from then on. Anyways, guys, this is just how to install Ubuntu or any version of Linux inside of Windows 10 using VMware or any virtualization software or hypervisor. So yeah, that's how you do it, and it should work flawlessly from then on. But yeah, I can go ahead and close this and then click power off, and I can go ahead and start up the virtual machine again by clicking on VirtualBox 15.10, power on this machine, and it should run. See, I don't know why it doesn't scale at the beginning, but after you log in, it should scale properly, right? It should scale properly. So let me enter my password. So yeah, I mean, like as I was saying, is that yeah, so I'm taking computer systems technology, and it's a college level 3-year program, and so we're learning, one of my classes I'm taking right now is Linux. So I'm gonna make a bunch of videos as a reference for myself, because when I teach other people how to do certain things, I learn better myself. So that's just gonna be a little fun way to give back to you guys and show my gratitude for supporting me through these 3 years. I mean, I don't have that many subscribers, but I have 800 almost 800 subscribers now, and I think I'm trying to take YouTube seriously now. I've been making videos on and off for a while, but hey, this is time to get into it. So I'm going to be creating a series on my channel, up and running with Ubuntu, terminal, and how to do basic stuff. And this is just like how to administer Ubuntu and just perform basic command line stuff. Okay, so yeah, that's just how you do it. You install it, and we can go ahead and learn more in the next session. So that's just how you get it up and running. It's 30 minutes, and I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Take care.